Welcome.
Welcome.
Back.
Forward.
No, it's welcome back.
What time is it?
Woo! What's up? Welcome to 9:30. It is. What time is it? Oh, he has a watch on.
Yeah, no, I do. I brought it for this occasion, exactly.
1, 2, 3.
9:30. Oh, what is that? Ooh! Ooh! QT
Looking
Kitchen.
like QT with the QT.
I don't know. I don't think he
It
kind of went together. I understand.
Why don't you just jump into what this Thanksgiving?
Some of you guys may be wondering, what is this QT hat about? We'll go ahead and tell you. So you guys may have seen on Facebook, if you guys follow us on Facebook. If not, we'll go ahead and explain. Last time we got together, we were going to shoot this episode that we're currently shooting, but we were going to take a new approach to it by doing it on Facebook Live. So after shooting the show, we realized we didn't pay much attention to the YouTube aspect of it. Very badly.
That out real quick.
But what we did get was a lot of feedback from people watching live. So we wanted to kind of make it an interactive episode with Facebook. And so a lot of the people were talking about how they wanted us to do prank phone calling because that seemed to be the topic of night. So we were just doing some prank phone calls. We had a show called Sell or Fail, and it just wasn't going the way we intended it to go. So one person on Facebook, they mentioned us to call, they had told us to call QT to give them a kind of a prank and say that we left, our talkies there, so on and so forth. So we did that. Or that was the intention. We tried to prank phone call QT, but you cannot prank phone call QT because they're way too nice. Mm-hmm. QT is way too nice.
Imagine trying to prank phone call at Chick-fil-A.
It just doesn't happen.
It can't happen. You can't get an angel to act evil.
And that's the absolute truth. So Nick, go ahead and roll the footage of our calls to QT for everyone really quick, and we'll see when you guys get back.
Daniel, my name is Derek. I just came into your QT probably about. Okay. This is really embarrassing, but basically I went in there and bought one of your like high dollar fountain drinks. And I got a Coca-Cola, half Coke, half Pepsi. I'm weird. And I put it on the back of my car. I was filling up my gas, and I guess it's embarrassing. I drove off, and it wasn't until I got like 15 minutes on the road that I realized my throat was sore, and I was going to get my drink, and I didn't have anything. I'm so sorry to have you do this, Daniel, but is there any way you could go and see? It was pump 15. Is there any way you could go out there and see if my Coke is out there?
Sure, let me set the phone down and I'll be right back.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
I don't see anything on top of the pump.
Okay, alright, no problem. Now,
Go ahead.
Is there... I know there's probably like no sort of like return policy or anything, but like is there nothing out there at all? I mean...
Yeah, there was nothing on the pump whatsoever.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So I guess my best bet is to just repurchase another drink.
Yeah, like if you just got a cup from one of the fountain bar areas, if you come back, I'll spot the drink.
Oh my gosh, man, y'all are like the Chick-fil-A of gas stations. Y'all are just like the absolute best, man. I appreciate it so much. No, because
you can come up on the spot. Shh. Say whatever you want. Make it funny.
Jacob speaking.
Yes, sir. I actually bought a packet of takies. Talkie takies. And I think I left them actually in front of the store. Is there a way that somebody can go out there and see if my takies are out there?
What was it again?
The box of, or the bag of these talkies, the chips.
Yeah, I think I put it back on the shelf. You just had one bag, right?
Yeah, it was just one bag. No, I mean, I figured, and I really appreciate it. If you did, it's not a problem. You guys have like Chick-fil-A like customer service. I figured if anybody could help me, you guys could.
Yo, QT is the absolute
QT is the bomb, dude.
This is only the third one, and they've been cooperative every single time, bro.
He doesn't have us a big deal. He's like, oh, sir, I'll take care of it.
It happens all the time.
Thomas.
Hey, man, it's kind of embarrassing. I was there probably like 20 minutes ago, and I got your rotisserie hot dogs.
Yeah.
And I was outside, and I think I left them outside the door.
Okay. So So you set them down just outside?
Yeah. Are they still there?
Let me find out for you. Hang on one sec.
Thanks.
Alrighty, I'm back with you. Didn't see anything out front. Sorry to say.
Oh my God. There was a guy there I was talking to. He probably stole them. So that's what we're talking about. Like, cooperative in every aspect.
Beautiful people.
I mean, just beautiful people. So we kind of had an idea off of that. Of course, because we're not actually gonna go get this free stuff. We're not about to play that whole card.
Real quick, disclaimer. Don't
Yes.
do that to get free stuff, because again, we were doing it as basically a joke, just trying to see how far we could take it. Did not expect them to be so courteous and to be so happy. I mean, one of those guys was like, well, if we don't have, or if we can't make our customers happy,
Who will?
What are we in business for?
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't expect you to hit me with some life advice. I mean, it was absolutely
it was gold.
Crazy.
We-
You guys working at a gas station.
We called them, in a sense, to play a joke, to prank, in a sense, and we left with life advice. So what we decided to do based
They
on
probably
that,
lead people to the Lord in that gas station. I'm telling you, with stuff like that.
it's the truth. So me and Derek took that and said, okay, let's actually go to QT, let's buy these free items, but then on top of that, let's give ourselves a $10 budget to where we actually go buy this stuff, and we make a very QT Thanksgiving.
So here we are at QT, going in to get our QT Thanksgiving meal food. Let's just go right in.
What?
See the speed?
They don't play. They don't play. Customer service. Crazy.
You can't get this anywhere.
What?
We just left QT. We have about $20 worth of QT goodies here. So guys, this is what we bought. Again, we're not trying to take advantage of the system, so we purchased all of these items. What we're going to be making today, look, I'm no chef. I'm no Gordon Ramsay of the culinary world, but I will say I think this may fall under a souffle type dish. I'm going to go ahead and go on a whim here. I'm going to call this the carnivorous de frie. So we have got kettle cooked potato chips, pizza, 2 hot dogs, 2 rotisserie hot dogs, separate, turkey bites, Takis, muffin, Flips white fudge pretzels, and you cannot forget the half and half. So we're gonna start by making a nice base for the souffle. Now, I'm gonna be taking...
Oh. We gotta take out the wiener.
Oh,
Let me take out the wiener.
this is why you're here. You're taking out my wiener.
Up. Yeah, we'll go this way. All
right, pop
Go ahead
on
and
out.
just relieve the wiener from the hole.
So let's go ahead and get a nice slice there. And we're gonna unravel that. Now, we need the other one. Okay.
Go ahead and lay
We'll go
this.
ahead and
and split that there. Nice,
split
nice,
that
nice.
there, real nice right there. So that's gonna give us our bread base. We're actually gonna use these hot dog buns as our top base. So we're gonna take these and kind of just cut these right on into there. So we do have this pizza as well. He didn't throw you in the pizza, so we actually just decided to just go ahead.
Okay.
What we're gonna do next is I'm gonna actually cut this cheese.
Take the crust off.
We're gonna take the crust off and actually cut the cheese and use that breading as some pad.
We're gonna sandwich it. We'll go ahead and what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this, get the cheese all melty on these
Yes.
meats. So we'll squish that on there.
So now, that seems to be good. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of more meat with this hot dog.
We'll go ahead and
before we
add
put our
those
stuff
in there to fill in the crust.
there, and we'll actually use this breading as the top base.
Perfect.
Just like that. And I think our stuffing is ready to go on next before we garnish everything. So I think if we were to take this muffin here, big part of that's going to be to take the paper sheet off. Do not eat that, by the way. That's disgusting. This is going to be the stuffing for the top.
We're gonna add some flips in there. Go ahead and mix it up.
It'll be sweet and nice.
just want to give another shout out to QT. Thank you so much. If it wasn't for your beautiful selection of different food groups, we would not have this, and we could have never thought about this because normal people don't think this way.
The Takis and the barbecue chips are going to be the top kind of, little crunch zest that we add to it. Oh, is there a hole?
So I'll fill in the sides over here with the sweet and salty, and then you just take that.
Yeah, kind of fill in these chunks here. So this is what $20 will get you as far as Thanksgiving goes, and I'd be curious to see what you guys can go to QT and make for yourself with a $20 budget. It's $10 each if you go with a buddy.
Go ahead and spread those.
Sprinkle those in for me.
So if we can really get this squished in there. The wonderful, large, QT
luxurious
fountain drink.
Yes, sir. Oh, the ice. I love the ice on it. And let's throw that in the oven and see what she looks like in about 30 minutes. Upon pulling this out of the oven, I will say the first thing is the aroma. It smells fantastic.
I think it smells great. Yum! QT, if you're watching this, sponsor us.
Just get all the pieces together.
Look how yummy that turned out. Let's go ahead and get some of this
Dressing.
dressing.
You'll need it.
I can get this dressing. The aroma. The aroma. The aroma is fantastic.
Okay. This actually is great. If you're trying to drop weight this Thanksgiving, make this.
I'm gonna try it. Okay. Here we go. Let me make sure I get, let me get some muffin. Let me get some of this right here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
You were one.
It's a little dry.
Here, you want to wash her down with some spritzer?
I can't do it. I hope you have a very QT Thanksgiving.
Eat better than this.
And QT, if you see this, sponsor us. I just want some corn dogs.
This isn't what you're supposed to do. This isn't what you're supposed to do with your food.
Okay, so we are now at the conclusion of the episode. You know what that means. It is today's Sincerity Segment. So, as Cole was talking about earlier, with the Facebook Live video that we attempted last week.
Good word.
We attempted to do episode 4 and a Facebook Live video. Too much multitasking. I didn't know where to look.
We did get the good QT footage out of it, though.
That was the only thing.
That was the only thing that was good. But that was worth something.
We attempted to do a Sincerity Segment. I had previously that day stumbled across a Forbes list for the 11 things you need before you start a podcast. And on that Sincerity Segment, I attempted to explain why these 11 things were important and, what we had out of these 11 things. Today I started thinking about that, and I started really thinking about how dumb that is. And not dumb that you shouldn't set goals and you shouldn't have,
Because we actually talked about that on one of our Sincerity segments.
Yeah. That at the end of the day, when I was looking at these 11 rules and I was trying to explain to you guys, why you need these, you don't. You honestly, you don't need those things. For instance, a personal thing with me, I do eBay for a company full time. And a year and a half ago, I had never touched eBay. But when I got started, I remember how serious I took it, and I was online looking up, things you need to know before you start an eBay business. And I remember watching video after video after video saying you need this and you need this and you need this. And I remember it kind of kept me hesitant on starting because I was like, well, I don't have X, Y, and Z, so obviously I'm not ready. And that was the furthest thing from the truth. And I think it applies with the podcast as well. I think if you can find videos all day long saying you need blank, blank, and blank before you do this. And at the end of the day, I think that's kind of like a guardrail. It's trying to keep you on the right path and make sure you don't veer off. But you don't have to have the guardrail. And, with me talking about those 11 different things, it was funny, as we were going over them, I think like 8 or 9 out of them, we couldn't account for, And so I just really wanted to kind of reposition this sincerity segment and not focus on the 11 things you need to do a podcast, but the only 2 things you need. And that's, as we talked about, you need a voice. And when I say voice, I don't mean you have to have this, this society-changing plan. I mean a voice. If you think you're funny, film yourself being goofy. If you think you can sing, film yourself singing. Let other people tell you suck. But at the end of the day, really, it all gets down to you need a filming device and a voice. And again, voice is subjective. That could be, a talent. That could be a passion. If you're a good skateboarder, film yourself skateboarding, upload it. A phone, a friend's phone, a camcorder. You can go to, Walmart and probably buy a camcorder.
Which in that sense is not necessarily a podcast if you film yourself skateboarding. But I see what you're saying. It's in terms of videos, using your voice to kind of get your things out there.
Right, I'm using
podcast as a premise.
As a premise. That,
no, I understand.
At the end of the day, do not, with anything in life where you start to kind of look at things, okay, well, what do I need to get started? So there's a protocol we go by at work called MVP. And MVP is minimal viable product. Minimal viable product. And what that means is, what is the least amount that you need to get started? Get that and go. So with a podcast, you need an idea, and that can be completely personal. It doesn't have to be a good idea. Everybody's got their own
opinions on what's good or bad.
Types of ideas. But something you feel passionate enough about to film with a phone, a camera, whatever. And then if you want to share it, upload it. But I promise you can go later and find out why you shouldn't have uploaded that.
And I second that. That was beautiful. With that being said, we hope everyone did have a happy Thanksgiving. And we hope you enjoyed our cooking and our QT run, different things of the sort.
QT. Thank you so much.
Shouts out QT.
We really appreciate you.
And we may have to do an episode where QT versus racetrack in the future. Keep an eye out.
This has been 9:30. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for watching.
God bless. We'll see you next time.